Florida bracing for another extremely powerful storm barreling toward its central coast right now. Hurricane Milton, currently a Category 4. As you can see, it's spinning there in the Gulf with wind speeds near 150 miles per hour. You can see a stream of vehicles, look at that, currently heading out of the Tampa area as evacuation orders take effect in 20 counties across the state. And of course, this all coming as many across the Southeast are still picking up the pieces from Hurricane Helene. President Biden just moments ago saying the federal government is ready to assist in every way possible and is pressing those in the path of this storm to listen to local officials and leave the area.
You're under evacuation orders. You should evacuate now. You should have already evacuated. It's a matter of life and death, and that's not hyperbole. It's a matter of life and death.
A matter of life and death. We do have team coverage across Florida ahead of the storm. The expected landfall is either late tomorrow or early Thursday morning. Let's start with Ryan Bass. Ryan, we can certainly see a lot of debris behind you. You're there in Treasure Island. Will that be removed before Milton makes landfall?
That's the magical question, Nichole, and that is what the governor's goal has been. Governor Ron DeSantis allocating basically every state resource he has at his disposal to try and get dump trucks into cities like this to remove debris that is scattered throughout communities here across Tampa Bay. You know, this region, Nichole, just so you know where we are, is considered the most vulnerable region in the continental U.S. when it comes to storm surge. According to a catastrophe study from 2015, this area specifically is the worst in the country when it comes to storm surge from a potential catastrophic storm. And that is what we are facing. And it is debris like this that shows you from Hurricane Helene just how bad that was. And that was 100 miles west of our coast. I mean, look how high this debris pile, and this is basically a makeshift landfill that was created by the city of Treasure Island here to try to get some of the debris off the front lawns of these homes. But here now it's posted in the middle of this lot. And when we talk about some of the storm flooding from this Hurricane Milton, the beach is less than a mile that way. I mean, we're talking 2 lengths of a football field away, where a lot of this debris can then be carried from winds and can be thrown as projectiles into a lot of the communities that are over here. So a lot of the a lot of the folks from the state and from the city here are trying to do what they can to clear as much debris as possible. But again, that's a really, really tall task when we've already seen thousands of truckloads of debris area-wide that's been removed and taken to landfills in areas like the Florida State Fairgrounds. That's at a much higher level, Nichole.
Yeah, that pile behind you is huge, Ryan. How are residents feeling? What are they saying?
You know, I've had a chance to talk to a few of them here who, by the way, most people have heeded the warnings and listened to the evacuation orders and have headed out of town. Some of the parking lots on the highways and freeways that you've shown is evidence of that. But some folks have come by to take a couple of more possessions out of their places and try to get what they can. One lady, Brenda, that I spoke to said, despite all the debris and the mess that's in these neighborhoods, that's not what matters. What matters is the fact that people are listening and trying to save their own lives by getting out.
I think that Treasure Island's very resilient. I'm not moving. I moved here 5 years ago, and I like to think that when all this is done, it's going to be better. Everybody's going to get over this, you know? It's just tough. It's just heartbreaking to see the elderly people losing their stuff. You have to just drag it to the street. I'm okay. It's just material things, you know? Everybody's lives is what's more important than material things, you know?
And you can just hear the emotions and the exhaustion in Brenda's voice, who's going through a major storm like this for the second time in a matter of a week and a half. She lives in one of the communities here behind me. And just look, spanning from street to street, from apartment complex to apartment complex, is just debris scattered here along the roads. So, Nichole, the magical question is, can the city, which is pouring so many resources, and the state and the governor, get a lot of this debris out? I think it's going to be really tough to do before Hurricane Milton comes here. So what will this community look like after a direct hit for the first time in 100 years? That's what a lot of the folks here that live in these neighborhoods and apartments are thinking right now.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.